Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with my top 10 Minecraft mods for 1.21, December of 2024. And most of these mods are available for 1.21.4. However, there are a few others that are for earlier versions of 1.21. I'll let you know in the description below. And anyway, let's go ahead and check them out. So, the first mod I'll be showing you all is Catenary. And this is a really nice mod that lets you set up chains and ropes, which have all kinds of decorative potential. And the way you set them up is a little unconventional because this is technically a data pack, but there is a page that shows how to make all of these, and I'll be sure to link it. Oh, and by the way, you can also use a bow to treat the catenaries like a zip line, which, it's really cool. Next, we have underground bunkers, which adds a pretty massive procedurally generated structure deep below the surface. And this is one of the few mods like this that, when it comes to what the builds look like, has a bit more of a modern feel, and I definitely think it stands out for that. And by the way, these dungeons look absolutely fantastic with rethinking voxels, so if you can give it a try, certainly do so. After that, we have physics toys. With this mod, you'll receive a few methods to apply realistic physics to blocks, and most of these come in the form of TNT. One of them's throwable, one of them's pretty standard, and one of them just allows you to individually select blocks you'd like physics to be applied to. It's a very fun mod to just mess around with, although it is mainly intended for creative mode. However, you can craft these items if you'd like to. Next up, we'll be taking a look at perception, which provides a few visual effects. The first of which is trails behind projectiles, so for example, arrows or thrown potions, and the color of this trail will change depending on what item's flying through the air. And the second feature provided by this mod, and probably my favorite, is directional screen shaking. The effect gets triggered by loud sounds, explosions, and swift movements, and makes your game just feel a little bit more, I guess, intense. And this mod is very new, so I'm pretty excited to see what potentially shows up in the future. The next mod I've included is Oh the Biomes We've Gone, and this mod is a sequel to the very popular Oh the Biomes You'll Go mod, and as the title implies, adds many new biomes to the game. And these are some of the densest biomes I've ever seen from a world generation mod. The trees are massive, there's tons of foliage and lots of variety to it. So, if you've been looking for a new biome mod, definitely give this one a try. Now, the next mod we'll be taking a look at is probably the simplest on this entire list. However, it's still a very pleasing effect. And this is the flow mod. And what it does is introduces some nice little transitions to whenever you open up inventories. And you can completely customize this mod. There's several different transitions you can select. You can change how fast they work, along with things like the background blur whenever you're within a menu. Like I said, a very simple mod, but also pretty satisfying. Countered terrain slabs is the next mod I've included, and this is just a wonderful mod that makes it so the terrain within your world is going to be covered in slabs, easing the transition between blocks. And not only do these appear on the surface, they also generate underground, making caves look nicer as well. And the great thing is when you break these blocks, your inventory is not going to be full of slabs you don't want, rather it'll just drop the regular version of that block. Coming up next, we've got random mob sizes, which introduces different sizes for the same creatures within your world, so you can come across one sheep that's a little bit bigger and one that's just a little bit smaller. Or you can customize it and make it so some mobs can be absolutely massive. It's really up to you. And this mod is very customizable. It'll take a little bit of work if you'd like to make very specific changes, but it can probably be done. In fact, within the mod's default configuration, there's a pretty interesting setting which makes it so depending on your difficulty, zombies will get smaller and faster. Approaching the end, we have epic terrain, and this is another very realistic terrain generation mod that you'll probably want to use Distant Horizons with. That'll provide some absolutely jaw-dropping visuals. The mod provides things like realistic rivers, along with continental plates, resulting in some very interesting terrain generation. For example, these waterfalls within the river. The biomes are massive, and if you actually play with this, you'll certainly be going on some pretty extensive journeys, but hey, you'll be treated to some pretty amazing views. And finally, the last mod we'll be taking a look at today is Auroras. With this mod installed, if you travel very far north or south, you'll be treated to some absolutely beautiful visuals. And hey, you don't need shaders to see them, which I feel like is kind of rare for something like this. They'll come in a variety of different colors. However, in my testing, I was generally only getting the yellow-green auroras, but it can theoretically be different, at least according to the mod description. That'll do it for this video. Let me know what you thought about all the mods I showed you today, and if there's any other mods you think I should take a look at, absolutely let me know. And remember, all the mods are linked if you'd like to check them out, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.